In Tikkunei Zohar, we've talked about this in the past, when it talks about all the Midas, all Hashem's spheres, all Hashem's Midas, it says Chesed, Re'iyah Mina, Chesed is Hashem's right hand, and Gevurah is Re'iyah Smala. Gevurah is Hashem's left arm, and then he continues, and then he says, Yisoid Seyuma de Gufa. Yisoid, the sphere of Yisoid, is the end of the body. And then there's Malchus, and Malchus, and Tikkunei Zohar says, Malchus is Peh. Malchus is the mouth. Malchus corresponds to speech. But for whatever reason, Yisoid is considered the end of the body. Why is Yisoid the end of the body if there's Malchus afterwards? Why isn't Malchus the end? Last week we spoke about the idea of Malchus, that Ein Melech B'lei Am. You can have a person who is a Adam HaShalom, person who is a complete person, a wonderful person, a wise person, a scholarly person, with incredible Midas Tovos, and nevertheless, such a person cannot claim to be a Melech unless he has subjects. Because a Melech is not about personal perfection. A Melech is about one's behavior relative to entities outside of himself. Similarly, you can have a person who is a perfect person. There's nothing wrong with the person. The person isn't missing anything. He's a Adam HaShalom. He's perfect in all ways. He's a brilliant person, and he's Bal Midas Tovos and everything. Can't speak. Now, is that a personal flaw? Does that impact is that a lack in shleimus? No, not a lack in shleimus. The fact that other people have it, okay, so that doesn't mean it's a lack in shleimus. It just means this is a impediment in a person's ability to relate to others. Nothing to do with a person's personal integrity and person's shleimus, a person's personal completion. So we see right over here, we see a parallel between Malchus and Dibur. We said earlier that the Zohar says Malchus Peh. What's the parallel between Malchus and Dibur? Is that both of them are not about personal shleimus, personal stature, but rather about one's ability to relate to others. And in fact, there's a pasuk, B'dvar Melech Shiltain, which means the king rules by way of his speech, which also indicates this connection, this relationship between royalty, between kingship and speech. What is the capacity of speech? So capacity of speech is the ability, whoever you are as an individual, whatever your perceptions, your awarenesses, your understandings, your feelings are, the ability to communicate them outward. And the same thing is with Malchus. What is Malchus? Malchus is the ability to be able to funnel a person's wisdom and midas, and use that, and to be able to use that in order to rule over, hopefully kindly and wisely, and to be able to govern over a country. The moon, for example, corresponds to Malchus. Al pi Kabbalah, the moon corresponds to Malchus. That's why when we go and do Kiddush Levana, we talk about David Melech Yisrael Chai V'Kayim, because the moon corresponds to Malchus, and with many other reasons also. The moon has no light of its own. The moon only gives off the light from the sun. Malchus also has nothing on its own. What is Malchus? Malchus is funneling all the inner powers of the king and using them to govern the nation. Malchus is a mechanism. It contains nothing of its own. Malchus, less law, in Kabbalistic terms, less law migarma klum. Malchus has nothing, like the moon. It has nothing. It has only that which it receives from the higher spheres, from Chachma, just like speech. If a person has no brains and has no feelings, there's nothing to communicate. There's nothing to say. Because speech is only drawing upon all the deeper energies. So now we understand what it means. Yisoid seyuma de gufa. Yisoid is the end of the body. In other words, the person is made up of, the person's own personality is made up of 9 spheres and ends with Yisoid. Chachma, Bina, Das, Chesed, Gvurat, Tferes, Netzachoid, and ends with Yisoid. Malchus is ready after that. It's not about me. Malchus is about my ability to transmit who I am to someone else. I am complete without Malchus. I am complete without speech. If I never speak to anyone, no one can say I am not a complete person. You could say that I am denying other people what's going inside me, but there's a complete person. A person who's missing chesed is a deficient person. A person who's missing Bina, for example, is a deficient person. A person who's missing Netzach, the power to persevere, is a deficient person. A person who's missing Malchus, speech, is not deficient. You know who's deficient? The people who can't hear him. They're the ones who are deficient. They're the ones who are missing out. So that's why Yisoid, Siyuma de Gufa, Yisoid is the end of the human personality, because afterwards Malchus is the peh, is the mouth, is the ability to transmit.